In the heart of eastern Nigeria, known as Igbo land, during the 19th century, the people nestled along the misty banks of the Imo River, a tradition as old as the earth itself demanded the ultimate sacrifice. They called her the River Bride, a maiden chosen to appease the water goddess. But what if the chosen one refused to be a bride to the water? What if her heart already belonged to another? This is the story of Adaeze and the day the river came to claim her. Our tale unfolds in a community where the mystical and the mundane intertwine, where moonlit nights hold ancient secrets and the river's whisper is the voice of a goddess. The air is thick with anticipation and the scent of red earth after a soft rain. It's a world of lush green forests, sacred shrines, and rituals that bind the people to their ancestral lands and the powerful spirits that govern them. Here we meet Adaeze, an 18-year-old girl whose beauty is as gentle as the dawn. Her skin is smooth brown, her face a perfect heart shape, and her almond eyes hold a universe of unspoken dreams. Her hair, neatly braided and adorned with white cowries, cascades down her back. Today, she is clad not in her usual vibrant attire, but in a simple white wrapper, tied with palm fronds. Around her neck, coral beads rest against her skin, a stark contrast to the quiet fear that clouds her calm expression. She is the chosen one, destined to become the bride of the river goddess, Imo River. Presiding over this ancient rite is Matsi Okari, the village elder. At 60, his face is a map of wisdom and time. With his bald head, flowing gray beard, and deep-set eyes, he is the very embodiment of tradition. He wears the red cap of leadership, his akpu, and clutches a carved wooden staff, a symbol of his authority. His voice, when it comes, is the voice of the ancestors, unwavering and absolute. The will of the goddess, he believes, is the will of the people, and it must be obeyed without question. Guiding the spiritual proceedings is Adaeze, the priestess of the river. Tall and regal at 45, her presence is as commanding as the river she serves. Her sharp cheekbones and intense brown eyes seem to pierce through the veil between worlds. Streaks of white chalk run through her braided hair, and ritualistic white lines adorn her arms and face. Strings of cowries are draped across her chest over a long white wrapper. She is the bridge between the human and the divine, her duty to ensure the goddess is pleased. And then there is Emenike, a young man of 20, with a lean, athletic build and eyes that mirror the depth of his emotions. He's a simple man, often seen with a small wooden drum, his heart beating in rhythm with the music he creates. But his world is about to shatter. He is Adaeze's secret love, the one who holds her heart. He is fiercely protective, his soul bound to hers, and the thought of her fate is a torment he cannot bear. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the village, the air grows heavy with the scent of burning herbs. The ritual begins. Villagers gather, their faces a mixture of reverence and sorrow, illuminated by the flickering red light of bonfires. Matsi Okari stands before the ancestral shrine, his voice a low, resonant chant, recounting the pact made with the river goddess generations ago. He speaks of prosperity, of bountiful harvests and healthy children, all granted in exchange for a bride every 50 years. His words are meant to comfort, to justify the sacrifice, but for Emenike, they are like daggers to the heart. Adaeze leads Adaeze towards the riverbank. The priestess's movements are fluid, almost a dance, as she offers libations and calls out to the goddess. White chalk dusts the air, mingling with the mist rising from the water. Adaeze walks as if in a trance, her bright eyes now wide with a terrifying acceptance. She looks out at the calm, dark water, the surface like polished obsidian under the rising moon. This is her destiny. She must surrender herself to the water, to a divine being she has never seen. But from the shadows of the forest, Emenike watches, his knuckles white as he grips his small drum. He sees the resignation in Adaeze's eyes, and a fire of rebellion ignites within him. He cannot let this happen. Love, raw and defiant, surges through him, compelling him to act. He cannot challenge the entire village, not the elder, not the priestess. But he can challenge the goddess herself. He believes his love for Adaeze is a force just as powerful as any ancient pact. As Adaeze takes her first step into the cool water, a sudden, mournful beat echoes from the trees. Thump thump, thump thump. It's Emenike's drum. It's the sound of their shared heartbeat. Adaeze freezes, her head snapping towards the sound. Her eyes meet Emenike's across the clearing, and in that single, stolen glance, a lifetime of love and a desperate plea are exchanged. Lolo Ezen's chants falter, her eyes narrowing at the interruption. Matsi Okari turns, his face a mask of stern disapproval. The sacred ritual has been disturbed. Emenike steps out from the trees, his drum held tight. He doesn't speak, he lets the rhythm speak for him. A frantic, passionate story of love, defiance, and a refusal to let go. The villagers murmur, shocked by his audacity. To defy the goddess is to invite her wrath upon them all. But Emenike doesn't care. His world is Adaeze, and he will not sacrifice her. As the drumbeat reaches its crescendo, the surface of the river begins to stir. A soft, otherworldly glow emanates from the depths, turquoise and silver. The water swirls and rises, the mist coalescing into a form. The river goddess, Muomiri, has heard the call. She appears, an ethereal woman made of flowing water, her hair moving like gentle waves, her eyes glowing silver. Her presence is both beautiful and terrifying. She isn't angry. She is curious. Her gaze, ancient and all-knowing, falls not on Adaeze, her intended bride, but on the young man with the drum. She sees the unyielding love in his eyes, a mortal emotion so fierce it has reached her in her watery kingdom. She sees the silent bond between him and the girl in the water. For the first time in centuries, a mortal has offered the goddess something other than fear and obedience. He has offered her a story of love. The goddess drifts closer, her form shimmering. She raises a watery hand, not towards Adaeze, but towards Emenike. A choice is being offered. A new pact is being proposed. What will she demand for sparing her chosen bride? Will she claim the defiant lover instead? Or does the goddess have something else in mind entirely? The fate of two lovers and an entire village hangs suspended in this moonlit, magical moment. The river is silent, waiting. Love dares to challenge me, she whispers, her voice like thunder and rain. But instead of wrath, she finds sorrow, the kind only mortals know. With a gesture, she touches Adaeze's heart, and the drum in Emenike's hands splits in two. When the river calms, both lovers are gone. Only their footprints remain, one set leading to the water, the other fading into mist. The villagers say the goddess took them, not in anger, but to make them one with the river, eternal, inseparable. And on quiet nights, when the moon touches the water, you can still hear the faint rhythm of Emenike's drum, beating softly from beneath the waves, a love song the gods could not silence. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into Igbo mythology. I hope you enjoyed this retelling of the day the river goddess claimed her bride. If you found this story captivating, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tales from mythologies around the world. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious.